Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain what happens when you enter a URL in the browser. So we can break it into some parts. So the some parts we can break it. Okay. So I'm going to specify which part we are breaking it. So the first part is website, like what is website. Second part is server. Okay. Third part is URL. Okay. And the Okay, the third part is relevant and the fourth part is domain name. So with these parts, we can understand like if we enter any URL, any external URL on the browser, like Google or any engine on like Google or any like in Linux only also. So what happened in behind the scene, like what happened in the backend systems. So I'm going to explain today what will happen if we type a URL. So the first part is what is a website. So it's specified that it is a collection of files. Okay. So if you look into the website, it contains many files. It contains HTML files. It contains JS file. It contains CSS files. So many types of files are there, which all can make the website. Okay. So it's a collection of files. Or the definition says that number of lines of code written on the different file when compiled together gives us a website. Many files are there. Again, I'm telling you, HTML file, JS file, CSS file. It's a tailwind CSS plus HTML file. So some files are there. Thousands of lines of code are written in each file. When we compile all file together, it gives us a website which we are using on our PC. Okay. So what is a server? So server, the files are stored in this server. So the point is we got the files. Okay, we are using these files. The question is the on which place these files are stored. So the place named is server where all files are there. So uh, so what is happening here, if we want to fetch any data, we are our browser is communicating with the server to get the files. So this is our browser, and this is the files. I am using URL to tell browser that I want to fetch some files from here. So it will fetch some files from here after writing the URL. So this is the small structure I'm showing you. Okay. Or the second structure is this. Like this is the browser. What is happening here? I'm giving the request to the server. It is taking the request. Again, according to the request, it is giving the response to the browser. This is the browser where the data is showing. So if I am typing the URL, it will give me the data which is useful for me. Okay, now what is URL? So URL makes a connection between the browser and the server. If I am typing the URL in the browser, it will giving request to the server, and server is giving response to the browser. And the data that is he is giving, that browser is showing. So what kind of connections we have to make with the server? Two types of connections are there: HTTP and HTTPS. Here, HTTPS in S stands for the security. So HTTP not secure, it's a not secure one, and HTTPS is a secure one. Okay. Okay. So this is the URL. And the after the slash, it's maps.google.com. It's a domain name. Okay. It's called domain name. A question is, what is domain name? So domain name is a bunch of numbers separated by the dots or the commas. That is also called the IP address. So this is called IP address. This comes in domain name. Like this is domain one, it contains IP address one. This is domain two, it contains IP address two. Like that, it continues still. domain infinity or IP address infinity like this. Yeah, okay. So I'm just compressing the things here, like what is happening. So the point is, this is the browser, this is the URL box. You are typing some type of URL here. Okay. Then you press the enter button. So it will take the URL. Okay. So I will erase this. So it will take this URL and browser fetches the IP address of domain name. So I told you earlier that domain name contains the IP address. So every URL is having the domain. Suppose one URL is there, http maps.google.com. This is the HTTP part and this is the domain name part. From here, IP address can be searched. So this part contains domain and it is having IP address. So what is happening when I'm pressing the enter? Browser fetches the IP address and domain name. It estimates the connection with the server. So with the help of domain name like D1 is there, will fetch the it will it will establish a connection with the server. With this domain name, it will go to server part. Okay. So if I draw here all the things, this is the browser, this is the server. I am typing some URL. It is doing the request. How request is going? It contain a domain name. URL contain a domain name. Okay. Then after domain name, it is contain the IP address. In domain name, we are having the IP address. So with this IP address, with the help of this IP address, it's making connection with the server. Okay. Means it requests to the server for some data. The server understand the request. It will again respond to browser with data. Okay. Or we can say it responds with the file for data. Browser renders the content. Means it is giving the file for data like file or data and this the browser part and it renders the content and then it will show to us. Okay. Then the domain name system is hierarchical and distributed naming system used to map domain name to IP address on the internet. This is the definition of the domain name. Domain name system is hierarchical and distributed naming system. Means it is different for every URL. Every URL is having the different domain. Every different domain is having different IP address. Okay, so this is stating this only. So this is all about that what happens when you enter a URL into the browser. Thanks.